Hello. How's it going, guys? We are back. We've been away a little bit, and we are back better than ever. Playing some Dune Awakening today. We haven't touched this game in a little bit of time. We were on a little bit earlier, just to see and pay the taxes and stuff, so we didn't have to do that in-game on stream today. But I think the plan today, I want to, well, one, I want to build, okay? That's my first priority, is I want to get to do some building stuff, okay, in today's stream. I also really want to talk about, like, the state of play right now in the game, because I think everyone is feeling the same thing, and that's just a little bit lost, I want to say, and a little bit bored, and I think that's partly to do with... I just think the game came out in June, obviously early June, right? Was it early June or was it late? God, I'm trying to think when the game came out now. Oh my God, was it end of... It was start of June, right? It was like June the 5th or June the 6th, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it was kind of late June. No, not late June, but like early June, maybe around the 5th or 6th or something. So I think everyone's been liking the game, right? The game started off really well, okay? I think the launch was pretty good. There was obviously like little bits and pieces where people had issues with it and stuff, but generally I think the game launched quite well. There was obviously bugs, but you're gonna get that in any game, right? It's hard not to get that in the game. Just to give you a little demo of how the base looks right now, a lot of it has been made by Goofy. I say a lot of it. Basically the majority of the base has been made by Goofy. I think there will be a few things we might end up doing just because he's come off for a little bit as well. We might change the roof bit. I think the roof bit looks really cool up to here, but I'm not sure about this little top bit. But I think other than that, it looks awesome. We did do one thing actually, guys, which was all the way down here. I'm going to move the camera because I feel like I'm like quite low down here. Here we go. That's a bit better maybe. There we go. So we actually did do this. We've built this little bit walkway up here. It looks kind of strange, but it works really well. So I'll just give you a little demonstration because everyone's been like, how the hell do you have your base like that to be able to get a vehicle up there? And I don't even know, but it just somehow works. So if I give you a little quick demonstration, right? This is how you enter and exit the base with a vehicle. Because ideally, the heavy vehicles do have, like vehicles like this. I probably parked that at a really bad spot. But the vehicles like this have the most storage and the most weight. They can bring up the most weight. So there is two ways I get up here, okay? So obviously you just get up from the start, but I'll kind of show you demonstration from the bottom, right? From here. So you're right at the bottom of the pillar. You literally go up this way. You can either go up and a bit to the left here. If you get like a big enough jump, you can kind of lock on there and like grab up. But the probably easiest way to do it is going this way. So if you just like hang on to the edge a little bit. Got this little bit here. The vehicles are pretty good. They're pretty badass, to be fair, in terms of, like, going up vertical. And then going up here again. You can go up a bit to left, but I normally go up the right side. Keep going straight up. As long as you've got it too wide, it's not too much of an issue. It does become a little bit fiddly in here, but we're in the base, basically. That's all that matters. So this literally just goes straight up. So, yeah, there's nothing too crazy here, but it literally just means we can go all the way from the bottom of the base up to the top of the base without having to get in any sandstorm, without having to grapple up at all. I know it's a little bit fiddly in some bits, but it feels nicely attached to the well, nicely close to the rock where it doesn't actually cause many issues. Well, it doesn't cause any issues, I don't think, in terms of sandstorm stuff. And also, it just means that it literally brings us right to the top. So little to no effort. And it's just a nice little way, I think, to enter and exit the base. Where you've got a vehicle, because you do need the vehicle for the, you know, depositing loads and loads of stuff from maybe one base to another, or even like lots of resources as well. So it's pretty key to have it at least reach down the floor bottom. And I was really worried this base wasn't going to be able to do that, but it just about does. So I'm happy. I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. I think this probably could do with another wall here somewhere. Is it here? Oh, it's probably up here a little bit. I think we saw a little bit of light sneaking through one side. Let me just see if I can fix that, because I don't know if that would cause an issue during a sandstorm. I don't think I've been in this during a sandstorm, but better to be safe than sorry. So let's see if we can just see if we can fix the area. Was it just here that I was seeing it? Yes. Okay, so let's whip out our tool real quick and let's go on to the Atreides stuff. All I want here is just literally a basic wall just going down. Oh, there, and there. There we go. And I think that has fixed the lighting, which was coming in, which probably means if there was light coming in, probably means there was sand coming in as well. But that should, well, it looks like it's fixed. Can't see any light now coming through. So, okay, nice. I think we're good there. So, yeah, it basically just means we're protected from the weathers, the storms and everything. But yeah, I don't think it looks too bad. It's not the nicest interior design, but it's got to be a little bit finicky just for the vehicle and stuff. So, and just to get up there and make it not look too ugly. I think it looks fairly slim. Oh, we need another suspense belt. Our one's broken. But I think it looks... I think it looks fairly sleek. I like the design of it. It's pretty straightforward. I know it's very basic, but it's not bad. I think I do need to probably change these bits here, along here, to be the exact same as that. Maybe. Could be a shout, just so it fits in a bit better. But I don't think it's too bad, actually. It's probably the best thing I've built in the game, which probably shows I've not really built too much crazy things. But hey-ho. But yeah, I think generally in terms of the state of the play, going back to that, while I get a suspense belt to build some bits, because I really want to do a little pillar down there. It's just that, yeah, I think the game launched pretty well. There was little bugs and stuff, but I think generally as you play more and get like up in the tiers and stuff, there starts to become a little bit of like, I think, repetitiveness, which is going to be the same for a lot of survival games, but I think it's just how it's done. I think, I don't know, I just feel like going out and mining with the vehicle or handheld tool, I don't know, it just gets boring after a little while. And that's, I don't know if that's crazy to say, but I think it's that, and it's just like the deep desert is a bit of a mess right now, I think. I think there's too many areas right now where there's just... Yeah, the PvP is crazy, right? The PvP is literally just ornithopters killing ornithopters. I'm trying to think where I actually put the things that I'm trying to look for. Here we go. It's just literally, yeah, it's just ornithopters killing ornithopters. And if you're not an ornithopter, you're getting killed by an ornithopter. And I think the issue with that right now is it's not fun. I don't think it's that enjoyable. I don't think the PvP is that enjoyable. I think the on-foot stuff's kind of fun. But as soon as it is not on foot, it's not enjoyable. And I think that's probably to the vast amount of people that are playing as well. It's not very enjoyable when you come out of that. Well, it might actually be better if we just keep this in here, to be fair. So yeah, I think that's probably a bit of the problem. I think the deep desert isn't enjoyable. You've got the PvP combat, which is all in the ornithopter, and that's just not... That's not fun, and it's not ideal, I think, personally. In terms of... Do I connect this to the structure, actually? Should I probably... I probably should. Oh, if it goes down here, I might as well, right? And then it's connected to the same structure. I don't really know how I'm going to do the floor for this, but I guess we could go off... It seems a bit high. I don't know. Is that just me? Maybe that'll be okay, though, because it's... It might need to be high, and then that bit can just be raised up, I think, slightly. That might work. That might work. It's kind of going to be awkward walls, I think. But if we do a few triangles here and there, it shouldn't be too bad, I think. Yeah, I just think it's... The game feels a bit empty, and I think it would have been nice to have a DLC early. And they gave us a DLC early, which was... Well, I say early. It was, like, on release. But it was just statues, and it wasn't really anything of anything that anyone really cared for. Like... I wanted to make a video on it, but I was like, do I make a video on this? Pardon me, there's not really much to go off of, because if we go into it, like, you've got the sandworm statue, the Coulomb statue, whatever it's called, and you may have, like, one or two others in here. I can't even remember. Might be some of this, like the Muad'Dib statue and that. But, like... I don't know. I just think I need to double check exactly what was in the DLC, but it definitely seemed lacking, and I think we need a big update. I think we needed a big update sooner than later, and I think that's still the thing. I think we need an update soon before more people start leaving and going to newer games. That's always going to happen, right? And people, if they're interested in a new game, they're going to be like, yeah, let me just go and play this new game, which is not bad at all. That's not problematic, but I think I just worry that a lot of the audience are going to lose hope and lose faith in this game. And maybe return but probably not for a little while, I think. And I think that is an issue right now in the game anyway. It just doesn't feel... It's kind of just lost a bit of... I don't know what the right word is to even say, but it's just lost a bit of oomph, basically. It's lost the force it was going with at the start. It was really enjoyable. I think everything looked insane. I think... I don't know. It's missing something. It's definitely missing something in the game. And I think it's hard to say what that thing is exactly. Maybe it's a bit... I think it could be a bit of the PvP. It could be a bit of the resource harvesting. I think generally overall the map's great, okay? The missions, I think good fun. I think really, really good fun. The map is big, right? The map is a decent size. I think I would like some more like main missions to do. And don't get me wrong, I did do a lot of missions with like obviously all the skills stuff and got through all that. I think I would like more main missions to do. I think is probably a pretty key factor. Maybe even a new map that feels very different, maybe, potentially. I know that's in the works for one of the DLCs, but might be worth having it sooner than later. The lands rad is probably the biggest thing I think that needs to be reworked. It just doesn't feel that cared for, I think. I mean, this is a few days in, right? I mean, I'm not saying the whole thing should be claimed already, because stuff that was claimed in like a few seconds or a few days or whatever, it's just not as fun. But I think people are starting to kind of be a bit like, I mean, if we look around the map, like a lot of bases have started to become abandoned now, and people have stopped playing now. And I think the bases are in it for me in a little bit. It's kind of the base are taking a little bit too long to despawn, in my personal opinion, for some of the bases. There's some cool base locations that I'm like, oh, that's taking absolutely forever to despawn. I don't know why that's taking so long, but I think personally, maybe the base is getting destroyed is... I think that's a crazy take to be saying the bases take way too long to be destroyed, but I think it is true. I think it is true. I think they do take super long. And maybe it's just because I'm really like want a spot and the spot's been taken. That might just be a me thing. Because I think I'd be annoyed if my base was gone straight away if I was like on holiday or something, like I was recently. And if I came back and my base is gone, like I kind of was actually. Sorry to say this, guys. Anyone who's watching from the team, our base has disappeared. And I don't know why, because it was fully powered up and it had the tax paid for, and it's disappeared. So I don't know why that's disappeared. I've got no clue at all. But it's gone. Yeah, I'm out here waiting for these bases to disappear that are out of power, and yet my base has apparently just been disappeared. It's just been gone. Kaput, basically. I don't understand that. No idea why, but hey, it's gone. I mean, I was going to make a new build base anyway, and I don't think there was really anything anyone properly had there that was still being used, to be fair. But yeah, I was pretty shocked to see that was kaput, basically. But yeah, I think the lands red needs a rework. I think the deep desert needs a rework, to be fair. And what else? What else needs work to it? I don't know. I do really like the building aspect. I think the building aspect is fun. And I think... But I think also maybe that's to do with, like, I would like an area where I can build and be attacked in a PvP environment as well. I think would be kind of interesting. And maybe a bit more fun. And appease some of those people that are really missing that PvP playstyle. I think, especially for me, I'd like an area... I think I might have mentioned this on a previous stream before. I would like an area which is... you can use your ornithopters, I think. I think that'd be really cool. Not use the ornithopters. I think we've used too many ornithopters nowadays. I don't want ornithopters to be seen much more. Which might be a crazy take, but I don't want to see them more in like a new style of PvP combat. If they're like, we got a new map for you guys, I'd be like, oh, there's ornithopters again. That's annoying. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but I think I would be a little bit disappointed to see them in there. When I feel like I need a new experience without them, to be fair. I don't think that's too much of a crazy take. I don't think that is. I think a lot of people will say they're not super, like, the biggest fans of ornithopters. Or like the PvP style of combat they provide, I think, for the game. I'm trying to think where I want this to go. I don't really want to do... I kind of want this, but I don't... I guess we could be against the rocks. It's not going to be too much of a hassle, but I think if we're going around... We should probably implement this in the rocks, maybe. And then we just go over the rocks, potentially. I want to see what it looks like from the left-hand side. We can use some of this space under here as well, which hasn't really been utilized too much. I wonder where... Let's do this. Let's implement this into the rocks here. Is this probably going to need... No, it's not. Okay. I was like, is this going to ask me to do another pillar stuff? Okay. This... Okay. Okay. It's letting me do way more than I was expecting to do there. That's not too bad. And then we can just... I think that's fine. Yeah, we just pillar... We just do this here, I think. Ooh. If we did that there, we could probably do another one there. Yeah, we can. Okay, cool. That kind of works. And then maybe we just do that the whole time. We just build in. Yeah, I think we just build in, I think. It's probably the best strat. Probably the best strat for it. There we go. There we go. Is that going to fit in there? No. Can we put the block there instead? Yeah, we can. Okay, so maybe we're just building inside this for now. And then, yeah, maybe we build inside the whole thing, to be fair. Maybe that's what we do. Not the plan, but, you know, it's just kind of become the plan. Yeah, I think Landsrad needs a rework. I think PvP needs a bit of a rework in some certain areas. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to abolish Ornithopter play, because I think a lot of people enjoy it, but I personally am not the biggest fan of someone who plays like Ark and Rust. I think they are very good games. I really enjoy them, but I don't think the PvP is very good. Why does this space stick out here like it does? Oh, it's because I wanted it to go... Did I want it to... This seems like it sticks out like a lot. I didn't realize how far it goes out here. I think it was because it was maybe just on the outskirts edge. So we could have a bit down here on this side of the base as well. I almost want to have something more as well attaching this, because it almost feels like it's not being attached enough in my personal view. But maybe he's planning to do something down there. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, so I think Lantern needs a rework, PvP needs a rework, in some aspects. I think, I don't know, it's hard to say this is the reason why the player base isn't there, like, lacking a bit, and I think it's always going to be, like, way more hyped for early on, and then it's going to start slowing down, obviously. I mean, that's, like, most games. But I think this one just seems like... I was having a think, right? And I was like... When I was like, oh, yeah, the game's, like, understandably, like, you know, losing its players. Like, it's been out a little while. And then I was like, wait, no, it hasn't. It's been out in June. It's only been a few months. And I think it's losing, like, too many players. It shouldn't be losing this many players, I don't think, personally, in my opinion. And I think that's just people getting to the end game, maybe. Or people just finding the end game too grindy. It's hard because it is a survival game, right? But it's just so different to other games because you've got that story aspect and stuff, which makes it feel less like a traditional PvP game. So I think it's hard to then compare it to a traditional PvP game, but you kind of almost need some of the aspects that this is lacking to be as good as it could be. This is probably not going to work, actually. Or is it just that bit? Oh, no, that can... no. Maybe it just goes round? Yeah, I mean, it's not the biggest rock here. I don't think this actually needs to be attached, to be fair. There we go, yeah. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to get very distracted by building this base, I think. But that's okay. Do we go around here as well? Maybe we do. I don't know what we could provide here, but maybe just it looks kind of cool, maybe. I mean, you can kind of just walk around this bit. Is it going to fit in? There we go. I think just adding other aspects to this place to make it look a little bit more like layered and stuff, like we own the whole pillar. I mean, we do own the whole pillar, but that could look kind of cool. I think that could look kind of cool implemented in there. This could be really cool. I mean, I think it already is kind of sick, but I think we can make this even cooler, to be fair. Definitely. I want this to kind of come out a bit. What I want to do is I want to kind of get all my thoughts together because my brain is always a bit of a mush while I'm also trying to play something as well. So I'll get my thoughts together, and I will make a video on this, on like the state of play, etc. And have that come out. I would love to say like maybe Sunday. I want to get some thoughts from people in the stream. Not in the stream, sorry. In the, well, people in the stream can absolutely say. But more so people in the Discord and get their thoughts on the game so far. Because there's a lot of people that are like, don't really care for it too much right now. And I think that's how a lot of people feel. So I think that needs to be a bit addressed maybe as well. I'm trying to think what I even want this... What is the point of this bit down here? I mean, I think it will look kind of cool. But I feel like it needs more reason to exist here. I think these foundations probably need to go down more if they're not already. Okay. So that needs to go... Is it going to be able to go in? I just want it to be below. Like, no. Okay. Can it go... Why is it not attaching below that? Should do. It's a foundation. No? Is it generally just not working? It does say move further inside. I wouldn't have thought that would have been an issue. Maybe I'm just going to have to demolish that real quick. And then just... Can I... Why can't I even get these bits on? I don't understand this. Okay, that's being very strange. To not let me build downwards. It doesn't make sense that you wouldn't be able to do it as well. I mean, these are working. How peculiar. How very strange. Is this one going to work? Is it because it's a... Surely you can do foundations when they're like the triangle ones below it. That does not make any sense to me. Why that's not working at all. Does that need to be there for this to be... Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not sure why this is being weird, but now it's kind of working. Here we go, here we go. Maybe it was kind of missing just a block that kind of needed to be there for it to properly work. I actually don't know if this is... Yeah, that might have to be... Okay, that's fine. There we go. That's better, that's better, that's better. That's working how I want it to work. If I can get the other side to do the same, then I'll be happy. It's kind of annoying me that actually that this is different. That it's like from this edge, if you know what I mean. It's like showing the wrong side that I don't want it to show. Let me just demolish this real quick. I don't know if this is a square bit. No, it's not. I'm not gonna have a say in that, am I? No, I am. Okay, sweet. That's what we wanted. And then it was just that. There we go. I think. Can I crouch? No. I feel like I need to crouch to be able to see where this is trying to be placed down. Oh. That fits in there. And then please just let me put a thingy there. Okay, this really doesn't want to go. Maybe it was that was in the way. Oh, there we go. I mean, I don't know what I was like clicking to go in there. I was just like pressing the buttons and being like, is that working? I can't see if it's doing anything, but that seemed to work. That seemed to work. Okay, nice. So, did that actually place it in there? Did it? Why does it not let me do it? There we go. Okay. Okay. I don't know what... Okay. I don't know why this is... Okay. I've got no idea why that's being so strange. But... I don't want that side. Let me demolish this. Oh, wait. No. Okay. Build this. Demolish it. And then replace it like that. There we go. Okay. That's more of what I wanted. That's more of what I wanted. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I want to maybe potentially do something down there. Let's have a quick look maybe how this actually looks from like afar. I think would be kind of cool. So let's hop into Oh, God. Bit high there, that's fine. Let's hop down here. Let's have a little browse how this is looking right now. So we've got that linking like... That could kind of link into that, to be fair. That could be like another way to access it. Another way to get down here as well. I think this being on here is pretty cool, to be fair. To have this bit as well. Like, this base is looking really sick, I think, with this stuff. This kind of linked to here as well. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I think potentially we could even do, like, maybe, like, landing spots in here might be kind of cool. Because you could technically have them in the open, but I don't think they would get damaged if you had them, like, landing on here. Like, if there was a platform here. That might be kind of dope. I like that this is around here. That it's kind of going along with the rocks. This also feels like, yeah, that's a miss. I think if we built something here, like a landing pad bit and an inside bit, could also, like, kind of go down here slightly. We've got so much space to use down here as well, potentially, so we can always do that. And we have got some of this pillar space that we're going to want to work with as well. So, let's just land this here for now. I think let's go up here and have a little browse to see how... Okay, so if let's say we did... Okay, I want to kind of bring some of these foundations up a little bit. So, even if we did this and brought this up... Okay. And just see where it looks. I don't know why there's some walls there, but that's fine. It's going to have to be higher, isn't it? Okay, so if it was like one other... Is that too high now? Maybe? You know what? That might not be the worst, actually. No, I think that's okay. I genuinely think that's okay. Okay, so we can just kind of blend in around here. So we don't want to be going too crazy because we don't want to go out of the border zone here. And it depends what you really want down here as well. Because I'm not exactly sure the kind of vibe we want to do. Let's probably add this in here. And that there. Ooh. Wait, where does the zone actually cut off? Oh, it's literally just that bit there. Okay, that's fine. So that, I guess... Do we want that to be a landing spot? I mean, it can just be there, I think. It can just be there. It's kind of awkward there, but it's fine. And let's kind of move this around here a little bit. It's just a lot of the time I've not really used these like triangle foundations, but I think they're actually quite nice. I think they really are, just to get a bit of curvature to the build as well. Okay, this is actually a good height because it literally avoids all the rocks, to be fair, and it's still connecting the whole build. Like the whole build is now actually still connected together, which is kind of cool. I do really like that aspect to it. Let's try and link it there. And then it means we can kind of get... I don't know if I want to stick out again there. We could. Is that then too square? I don't know. I almost feel like this needs to be... some... Maybe accessible? Potentially accessible? How could this actually look? How could this look in game? Like going from here, potentially? Maybe? Could be a shout? Yeah. Yeah. That kind of works. That kind of works. Yeah, you know what? That kind of works. Let's bring this round here then. And again, do I want this to poke out here? You know what? I think it probably could, yeah. And if we did something like... This is literally just me just doing stuff, obviously. Why does that kind of feel like it's weirdly off? Is it because it is stuff? It's technically not still connected. I don't think these are going to work, actually. How I want them to work. Because that is... It's not higher than the rest. It's just weird. It just feels off. I don't know. Just something about that feels off. Okay. Let's come back to the stairs. Let's come back to the stairs later. Let's come back to that. Let's come back to that. The stability's off. So if we get one there, check another one here. Oh, not there. No, not there either. Making a right pigs here. There. Okay. Here, and then let's demolish that. Let's go in here. And is that going to not let me do it? Yeah. So this kind of needs to be the triangles as well. Could do... Maybe do that there. Is this going to let me build in all this? It should be. Oh. I think we might have some difficulty. Because that will work there. What did they say about this game where they had said there was a part for everything? That seems to be some... I seem to have messed this up, maybe. Maybe this is completely my fault. But this... is it because... No. I don't know why this doesn't work. This should work. This is linked up round here. Okay. Why is this so off? Now that's got me so baffled. Why is this off? This is like weirdly off. Wait, I got... Is it because I use this? Is it because I started using like the... Yeah, the square foundations maybe in this? And that's where it's causing issues? I don't actually know. If we did one of these, then it's still going to cause problems. Like, that's fine. But like all of this is weirdly messed up. And I'm not even sure this has happened either. Because technically this should connect. Okay, something's gotten very wrong here. Right. I'm trying to work out... Could it be this that's messed it? It could possibly be. I reckon it is. I reckon it's that. It's the fact that we're using, like... But surely that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh, none of this is... We've not used any of this. Oh, okay. It's stupid that that's actually out. That's so... I mean, that is on the edge. Really on the edge. But that's fine. Okay. Okay. Let's demolish some of this then. Because I don't think we're going to get this to work properly how we want it to. Without having to demolish this. I guess it can be like that. Yeah, you know what? This isn't the worst. This isn't the worst. Gives us a bit more space as well. But I think it's literally us using the square foundation. This is what clearly has messed up this whole build. Which is not ideal, I'm going to be honest. That's not ideal at all. Because it then means... Which is probably why it messed up the stairs, maybe? Or maybe that's just messed up from something I've done below. Because I've been using a mixture of stuff down below. So that could absolutely be it. Okay. Oh, not there. Oh, God. I'm going to have to remove some of these that I keep accidentally placing everywhere. Okay. So let's place it there. But yeah, I think generally the state of play of the game anyway just needs to be done differently. It needs work to it. The Landsrad needs work. I think no one has found the Landsrad particularly super engaging. Or at least some of the smaller clans, I don't think have found it, like guilds I should say, have found it that engaging compared to the other stuff in the game. I don't know. It needs work. It needs work, to be honest. It just needs work. I'm not... The game's not perfect. I think everyone knows the game's not perfect, right? But it's got a long way to be... to keep people engaged, I think. I think it's just I don't even... It's hard to think of what it's missing. Because I think the PvP's just done wrong. I think the Deep Desert needs a little bit of a rework. Again, dare I say it. The Landsrad needs work. I think... I'm trying to think of all the aspects for it. I think the campaign generally is good fun. I think the campaign's really cool. Can we actually do this here? It's gonna go into the ground too much, isn't it? Unless maybe not, maybe completely wrong. But could this work as a way down maybe here? You know what? This might actually work. You know what? That's kind of okay. That's probably not what you want to hear when base building, but that's kind of okay. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I don't know how I want this shell of the base to really be, to be fair. I don't know. But this could be okay. It's kind of funky looking, but you know what? Who wants a normal looking base, right? Maybe we should add some walls onto this. I feel like we should just stick to some of like a similar kind of vibe that we've got going on to the base anyway. So I think if we did like this kind of look, because that is what we've kind of got going up there as well. I mean, it kind of, not really though. It is kind of separated a little bit. So maybe we do it, maybe this goes out. And this is it. Ooh. Oh, but it's kind of a weird bit, isn't it? That could work. Could it? Could it? I don't know. I'm questioning myself here. I'm not even sure. Maybe this could work from the outside. I don't know. I don't know. I do want to keep it airy like the rest of the base, on like open like the rest of the base. I think it looks better that way. And I do think going up on the same material you've used already is probably the way to go, so it doesn't look too ugly and too messy. How do I want this bit to be? Do I want any of this to be an indoor place for ornithopters? Probably not. I think that landing bit can be underneath extra space, right? Does it feel too enclosed here is my only question here. You know what? I don't want to use the same thing too much, okay? Whether we use... What other materials have we got going on in this base? It is mainly just this kind of look. And the pillar's kind of using... Okay, I'm kind of seeing the vibe of this thing. Maybe we go here again. Maybe it's just super... It does feel like we're kind of missing a... But maybe that's just for this bit here. We're getting more... We're getting more open space with this. How do we want this to be? Is a good question. Is it even worth having that bit? Or is it worth closing that off? It feels like it could be kind of strange, but I don't want to make the build... I don't think it's going to be the worst thing to remove this, because it feels almost silly to have. If that's a fair way to put it. It feels kind of stupid. I'm trying to go for the same kind of vibe up there. There's kind of like walls, but there's enclosed bits as well. I don't want to make it too samey. That's part of the problem with the base building, I think, as well. You don't want to make it too samey, but then you don't want to make it too abstract, because then it will look ugly. It's kind of got that right... You need that right, like, in-between bit. That in-between part where I think... Again, I don't know how high I want to make this as well. I mean, this could be kind of like a little mini pillar, to be fair. This could be a little mini pillar. I'm not opposed to it being a mini pillar. But I guess it is quite small for stairs and stuff in here. Let's say... In reality, this could go out. I think this could be kind of nice Maybe it kind of sounds a bit insane, but this could be kind of nice if this went outside. Dare I say? Is that a bit of a crazy take? Like if this had walls, oh god. Yikes. Structurally, this can have walls technically now. Yes, kind of. I'm trying to think of the vibe I'm going for. Like, is it this? Is that going to connect onto that? Just because it's higher up? I don't think it is it? Oh, is it? It's not what I'm... I want this to kind of connect. Oh, is it this? Oh! That could be it. That could actually be it. I'm not sure which one's the inner. This one's the inner. So this one's probably the inner. Yeah, inner as well. Okay, and then if this is a little maybe this might be too small. No. But that could be quite nice, actually. That could be quite nice. And this then just becomes like an outside space. I think it's nice to incorporate a bit of the outside with the inside. Dare I say it? I don't... Yeah? I don't know. We can see what it looks like in a second. If we did this like here as well, maybe going up would be quite nice. Going into the maybe like one of those square entrance sides doors, maybe. What kind of doors have we got? I feel like they've been... Oh my shitting god, that scared the life out of me. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh my days. Okay. I was not ready for that. I feel like it's definitely someone in the guild. 100%. Like this. Probably works nicely. I think it's kind of a nice way to do it. I think it's probably going to be nice if we did this as like an open space. We could even use the rooftop of this bit to make another floor if we wanted to. Could be an option, actually. Could be an option. Let's just put this here for now. Yeah, let's cover this for now. And then we can see if we want to get to that, we can get to that later on. But I think for now, this is probably the way we want to go at it. Scaring the life out of me. I think that was a shipwreck, to be fair, that one. Okay, so let's just go. I think here we just need some normal walls here. Going up. We need it just to... We don't have to go crazy all the time. Maybe this is too much. Maybe it's not enough. No, I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's too bad, to be fair, actually. Let's put in a solid wall here as well. And that they're going up as well. I think this could be quite nice as like this kind of vibe, maybe. Let's have a look at what that looks like from the outside as well. The only thing with these doors, they do seem to take absolutely forever to open. That's actually quite nice. I do quite like that. Please don't close on me. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I do quite like that a lot, actually. I'm not sure how much of this is going to be shown, but we could do like... maybe that and that there, maybe. Although, is there not any... There's no light coming from that side. We could do something like this. I'm almost thinking this can probably go, and this can be replaced with it. And if I place this here, it's probably going to look a little bit better, I reckon. I think personally. Yeah, I think so. I think so. And then Maybe we do 3 along. Maybe that's okay. Keep it a little bit open. So we've got this like little corner section as well. We can work with a little bit. We've got this bit as well. So let's do everything maybe too high. And then we can work out what we want to do from going upwards and see how tall we want this. I don't know if we want this like super tall, obviously. But just kind of get a bit of an idea, a bit of a concept going. How much we got? We got 4,000. We're working with a not loads of plastone, but we can always continue another time if we run out. But this is not too bad already. There we go. Okay, so if we have a little look at this from the outside, just to get a little idea of how this is looking right now. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel with this. Guys. It's a bit like a penis. Like a... maybe. Maybe. It's not exactly how I had it in mind. It started so well and it just kind of looks shit. I'm gonna be honest. But I think that's just out of the range of like the... I can't put another... This is all out of the range, right? Oh no. I think I need to sort this out. This can't stay like this. Oh, it is as well. Okay. I think this is going to have to be reworked, guys. I'm going to have to be honest. It looks so bad. It looks so bad. The thing is, like... Oh, God. Goofy pulls off this, and I'm like, that's my blob down there. It started off well, and then it just got worse and worse. What is it even lacking? Smash my ornithopter around here. It's fine. Maybe we could have the circle ones. Maybe. I don't even know what it's... Maybe it's just because it's not... I think it's because it's just not even, maybe, potentially. It's where it looks kind of funky. And it looks very strange. But it's such a weird pillar. It's like almost, what do you do with it to make it look good? God, I look way better before I... It's a tricky one, I think. We could try and add these. I don't think it will make too much like difference anyway, but just to add them for the sake of adding them. Is it even that one we were using? I think they are, yeah. Was it these ones? Who knows at this point? No worries. Thank you, Arjun. Hope you have a good one, man. I'll catch you later. Right. Maybe this is... What is this music? It looks ugly. It looks so bad. It looks so garbage, honestly. It looks so disgusting. Oh my god, don't fall off. Okay. Let me get rid of this for now. Maybe we'll do that later. But not now. Structurally, this can be something. This is like a space which isn't being utilized, I think. So maybe let's try and work with this, I reckon. It's probably going to have to be there for this to be there. That's fine. Let's work with some of this area which isn't being utilized at all. And we can actually create something a bit more as well here. Yeah, you know what? This is probably the right play. You know what? This could already be better. Not that high, I don't think. But this is already going to give it a bit more space for us to utilize. Again, that's really going to frustrate me, the way these are facing. Check out Helios Gate for inspiration. Helios Gate. Let me have a little look. Let me have a little look. Helios Gate. Oh god, that was loud in my ears. Is the main place called Helios? Is that called? No. It is, yes. Okay, that's probably a good shout, you know. That's probably a good shout. That's a very good shout. We'll probably fly over there in a second then and have a little check out there. That's a very good shout by you, DJX, actually. Very good shout. Can this please just move the way I want it to move? Rotate for me, please. No. Fine. Fine. Okay. Right, so that gives us this extra space. It's so dusty when that stuff comes through. Should we go to Helios Gate now? Might be a shout. Might be a shout. I just hate this little thin bit there, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Let's have a little look from a point, like, upwards, just with this platform added in anyway. That could already be looking better, to be fair. It's annoying that this bit's so thin here. It's possible. Oh, shit. That was possibly the worst place to land. But that's fine. Is that going to fall down and... it's kind of like in glide mode. Shit. Okay, let's be quick here. This really can't be added any bigger, can it? It really can't. Oh my god, that's so frustrating. Okay. That does make it more tricky, I think. Okay, let's go to Helios Gate. Let's go to Helios Gate. Yeah, this thing is trying to glide as well. We've fully janked it. There we go. I think that could be better already, maybe, but then it's like a figure of 8, or like a, you know, like a sand timer kind of thing. I think it needs to be somewhat the same, and that maybe might not include this bit. It might have to be some kind of like triangle bit here, maybe. I don't know. We'll have another little look at it. Let's go to Helios Gate, like DJX says. Let's go there. Let's have a little look at it. Get some inspiration. It's funny because I searched up on Google. I was like, Helios Gate? It's just not... I've not been playing this for a while, so I'm like, wait, what the hell is Helios Gate? Just trip it out like crazy. Oh, man. Why is it such a show-offy base? It's kind of cool, I can't lie. It's a very cool base. Goofy's good at building, man. Just not that good. I think the flooring in one of the sections, I really like how I've done it, but just generally the... Also, why are they allowed so many lights? And our bases can't have that many lights already. Like, that's another thing they need to change in this game. They need to, like, change the light situation. I mean, it can be an upstairs build bit. It could be open. could be open. How are they doing their bits? I don't hate these towers. Interesting, interesting. And they're used with just all four of the wall things. They're not the worst. I don't mind those. I don't mind those at all. This is kind of interesting. Using the walls here to not even do really much, but just to look cool. This looks like fucking shit. This looks like arse. Who built this side of the base? This is disgusting. Oh my god, that's worse than my building. Jesus, moving on. That looks not bad from this side, but this side you turn around, you're like, whoa, that is kind of vile there, guys. That is kind of disgusting, I can't lie. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Kind of a cool vibe. I think some of these would be kind of cool to add to the base. I'm going to forget them the minute I leave this base. But I do like these towers. I'm going to have a little mess about with the towers. And if anything, we'll just go on a YouTube video and try and go on Helioscape and try and like look at it again. But I like those towers a lot. This base is kind of funky down there. That's kind of cool. I'm almost expecting... I know it's high fuel, high altitude consumption and all that, but I feel like someone's going to build a base up there at some point, surely. Surely. I think our base might be one of the highest, to be fair. Actually, no. No, there's got to be higher bases than this, right? Than this base over here. I do really like the spot, though. Have it staking claim to the pillar. Already having all this stuff looks pretty sick already. It's like a little fortress. It just needs to be designed properly. Like, I'm stoked that I designed this bit, and it actually kind of came out quite nice. Goofy's obviously done the rest, but I think this platform could look nice as well. It just needs to be the right way implemented in. I think, you know what I think? Is I think this is the ugly bit. I think the ugly bit is trying to connect it to this. I think it shouldn't be connected to this. And I think in theory it should just be a bigger pillar bit. That's my thought process. And I think if you dislike it, then leave me alone. No, I think it needs to be... But actually, using this wall system here will be interesting to see how it can actually implement into the base. Ooh. Because it's kind of ugly. Yeah, we can make that work. We can make this work, maybe, somehow. I'm going to remove all of this, and I'm dropping plastone everywhere, which is kind of not ideal, but that's fine. What we want to do is basically remove this. I know I'm going to drop more plastone here, and that. And what we want to do is add... Probably do a pillar, maybe. Is that crazy of me to do a two pillars when we've got the pillars down there? Or is it best to do one pillar? I think this is pillar. I think this is pillar and the rest is not pillar. If that makes any sense at all. I don't know if it does. I don't know if it does make sense. But I think this is... This can work. We are dropping plastone like crazy here. Not ideal, I'm going to be honest. So we messed up because we were using... Let's keep using this, okay? Let's keep using this. Let's do these as the... Oh, there we go. I think... Oh, it was the connection which is bad. The connection down there is not good. Oh, how's it going? How's it going? Where's this at? This is at just below here. I'm trying to work out a way to make it look good. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, thank you. Why have I got 20 aluminium? What did I break to... Shit. Yep. Look. You're not playing right now. Someone's got to build the rest of this base. Wait, where the hell did you just disappear to? What in the world? What the hell? Someone's got to finish this base, right? Okay, maybe we just drop that for now. Maybe we just deposit this in a base, actually. That would probably be the smart thing. Someone's got to finish the base, right? I think I maybe can make it look cool. I don't know. It needs work. It needs a lot of work. There needs to be 2 pillars made from 1x1s under the hangar. Ah, is that what you were going to do? Okay. I had another idea for it, but I think your idea is way better. Where was my building stuff? I don't remember. Was it in there? No, not really, but we should probably move that. It's gonna stress me out. I can't remember where I put all my stuff. Aluminium goes in here. Where was I put my plastone? And then we need to get the stuff that I've just dropped. Let's just chuck it in there for now. That's fine. Okay. Made by 1 bar. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to leave you to those pillars. You'll know what you'll know better. This is kind of very ugly right now. We can make this look cool. We can somehow revive this, maybe. Thing is, I don't hate this. I don't hate this stuff. This pillar floor I've done at the bottom is fine, I think. Maybe. Maybe slightly. I just need to make this look good somehow. And that's the issue we have. Okay, yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. If I did... No way. That is abysmal. Are you kidding me? That's an insult. That is an insult. That's okay, well, this is fine. But that was an insult. No denying. No denying. Is this then a mess? Probably. Very probably, yes. Can I actually make this work? No. No. Okay, well, there's a lot going on here, guys. Let's actually make this. This could probably be work. It just needs... I do like some of the pillars that... I think it just needs to be maybe a case of this being up higher, maybe like this kind of vibe. Is that even... It is the same height, yeah, okay. There. And then we need this gone, maybe? This will just be a very good test. That's probably gonna have to go. And that there. Indeed. It just doesn't work how I want this to work. But this could just mean we just might need to rework that, which is fine. That might be what we have to do. Let's bring this up to the top real quick. Let's just dump that there. Thank you very much, DJX, for those seeds as well. I'll be putting those to good use in the base. Right after I store them messily in there for now. Temporarily, store them for now. Okay, let's have a little play around here. We just need to have a little play around with this, to be fair. It's not going to work first time, and I think we know that. It's just a weird... Doesn't have to really link up. They could, in theory, just be for show. I just want to have a little look at, see how they will look, actually, if we did the walls around them. It was kind of like, I think it was this kind of stuff they used. But was it round all the corners? Let me just have a quick look at this Helios base. This view is absolute arse. Give me another better view. Helios Gate. This guy's just literally showing it on the map. Someone give me a look at the Helios Gate base. Let me have a look. I don't want to travel all the way over there. Why do they not look how I want them to look? Okay, that's fine. I don't know how... Oh. Where the hell did you pop from? The hell? Maybe this is a no, maybe this is a yes. Maybe it's like that? Maybe? Kind of vibe? It's just then how we make this fit in with the rest of the base would be kind of awkward if we did that one. Which is why maybe it ends up being that. And then we just remove the rest. This could work. 3 by 3? Like this? Or not like this at all? Like these pillars. Are they smaller than this? I thought they were like that. Maybe they're not like that at all. They're bigger than that? Okay. Thank you very much. That's actually really helpful. I think if they're bigger than the 3 by 3, maybe we do it smaller because I think we're generally not going to be able to fit in. It's bigger. It's 9. Wow. I think we do a smaller version of it. I think is probably what we're going to have to do. You know what would be nice if they added like corner doors or something? I think that would have been like a nice feature if they added that. It just seems, I don't know, annoying maybe. If we had it like that and then... I know I'm going to have to break all this flooring, I think. I think that's what I'm actually going to have to do. Let's have a play around this. If we then did a wall here and then have an overhang, is that going to look strange? I think it might be. Unless it was like that. Even that looks a bit, maybe. It might not look the worst. Let's try it. Let's try it with it. Let's try it with it, right? So if we had this going up, we can make this. We could make this go like crazy high as well. I think this is what we had here, yeah. And if we added this on... If we added almost like the light version maybe here. And then all we do here is we add the roof bit here. Or not the roof bit. Maybe it is the roof bit. Maybe it's the little corner bit there. Like that. Could be a shout, you know? So we've got some light in here. Maybe. We can have a little look when we finish this bit. Maybe I am just mixing up like too much and we don't need this glass here and we just go solid again. But I just want to get like I want to have a little look, see what it looks like from the outside. Oh god. Okay, that keeps connecting to that. Let's just go here. And then... Are you going to be annoying? Oh my god. Okay, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Let me just have a little look, though. I don't know. I'm not sure I like the look of this. I'm not sure if I like the look of the glass either, you know. Maybe just it being a thick pillar could be the shout. I don't know. I'm not feeling that like really at all, to be fair. And I'm not. I think this looks kind of cool on the inside, but I think on the outside it's a bit of a letdown, in my personal opinion. Reference pics in Discord. Oh, that's actually so good. Thank you. Oh, that's amazing. That is kind of cool. That is pretty sick, actually. That is really cool. Maybe I should do that. Maybe that's what it needs to be. Instead. I think I was looking at one of the smaller ones, but I think that one's cooler, I think. Yeah, you know what? If we just do this here, we'd just fit it in there, right? I mean, it's gonna be jank as hell, I think, here. But we can make it work. Oh shit. We can make it work, just absolutely break the whole thing. Okay. Yeah, we can make this work. It's because we've got all this like malarkey here, which is kind of like awkward. But all it is like, again, we just need to go from the bottom, which might be easier said than done. This can go. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. I was like, is that going to break that? No, we're okay. Maybe this has to go? Dare I say it? Inefficient stability. I almost need that to be down there. Like, across there. But it's got that down there. So let's remove that. And we almost need, I think, this to be here. That angle. Yeah. And yes. Okay. Okay, this could work. About 8 tool. Okay. Okay, this could work. This could work. So, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's change it to this. And that's okay. No. It's because it's not there. It's not there. It's not there. That's supposed to be a flat one. Right? So this should be, in theory, like this. There we go. There we go. Yeah. And then this is going to have to go, and this is going to have to go, and this is going to have to go. And then we want this bit to be here. This is going to be here. And this is going to be here. And that's now, it fits in. Might look a bit strange, but it might be kind of cool, to be fair. Can we get that like stone Atreides thing? I don't know if we can, but I guess we can always have the flags on the side of it that you actually kindly got, which would be kind of sick, actually. But they've got the pillars in the walls, which is kind of funky looking. Yeah, we're going to try and do... Oh, God, okay. Okay, we got a minute, I guess. So they use, I think, these walls, right? If I'm not wrong, I think they use these ones. If they don't, which I'm not even sure if they do, you know. Do they use these ones, or are these the same, just smaller? They're the same, but smaller. And they definitely are not using this. Maybe it's their own custom ones. Oh, they might be. No, I don't think so. I'm going to go off these. I think I'm going to base it off those ones. Let me do another quick one. I mean, our base is literally just upstairs, right? It's not exactly, like, really far away. So if we did this, and I think it's going to have to be like a flat wall like this, to be fair.
Sector weather alert.
It's kind of cool that you can see it coming in. Okay, now we should probably go. Oh shit! Ah! Okay, not quite ideal. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, perfect. That actually kind of worked nicely. That was just enough time to get in there as well. Okay, let's switch out this because we're getting through water like mad. Okay. And they have got the pillars like weirdly down. But it is kind of funky actually. I kind of like it at the same time. Yeah, I do like it. Okay, we're going to mess around with that in a second then when we just get the... what's our 4,000? That's not too bad. We're not too bad. We can kind of dump some of this stuff in here right now. I guess while we're waiting for it, we can properly organise where it's supposed to be going. I don't know if I even made a building thing. I just had all my plastone outside, I think. The aluminium we can chuck. What was I using for the aluminium? Was it the door? Oh, it's probably the doors, right? I'm breaking and demolishing and stuff. Did I put building materials in any of these? I don't think so. I put stuff in there. We'll just chuck that in there. But we need to put the plastone in this, the granite, sorry. Okay. Right. I'm determined to make this look cool without having to disturb the amazing work that Goofy has done already on the base. Because I am actually happy with how... Oh my god. Oh, I didn't mean to press the jet thing. Jesus Christ. I'm actually kind of happy with how this looks, this side bit looks. It doesn't look too janky. It looks like it's kind of part of the build. Also, I think brings it down nicely as well. This can look cool. It just doesn't right now. But it can look really cool. Right, so let's have a little play with this. So I think this would need to be the doorway for it, right? So this would need to be something like that, I reckon. Because we can't connect unless... I think it's going to have to be that side. I think it's going to have to be that side. But let's continue the walls upright. About 8 tall. So let's say 2... Maybe we won't make it that tall. Because I think it might be kind of in the way of that other place. So let's just see kind of how high we want to go with it. 2, 3, 4. Could be a bit of a mini one. I'm not opposed to it being like a small one. Could be. Could just work better that way. It could just work better that way. Where's the other wall? God damn it. There we go. So if we do this and here as well and on the other side as well. You know what I think would be kind of cool if they had like a... I know they've got radio stations, but like music. I think they've got a lot of radio stuff on there, but I think I'd like some just like music. Just only music. Could be something like non-stop pop. Be kind of cool to have like a little radio, like a proper radio. I know it's like radio where they've like people talking, but I don't know. Want some music, some background music, you know? Is this gonna let me put it in there? There we go. There we go. Cool. Okay. And here again. Okay, this could look kind of decent, actually. Is that... Why? What? Okay, being strange. I'm not sure why. That works. That works. Why does this not work? What have I done here? What have I done wrong here? Nothing. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Maybe it's that high? Because we've kind of got that height, maybe we do it like that. I know it's like way, way, way not as high. But I think my concern with it is it then starts blocking this, which we don't really want. So if we did... Where is it? Where is it? This. Nah, let's get the flooring in properly. I don't want the roof stuff. This. So we did this here. Well, this on all the corners basically. And that there as well. And then chuck that down. I'm gonna chuck it everywhere for now. We can make like a little ladder going up or whatever we want to do, but just gonna make this like this for now. Because we're gonna kind of replicate what it's looking like in the picture, just because it is very, very cool, I think. And yeah, I think if we did have any tool, it was gonna be ugly as hell, or it's gonna be in the way more like. I don't know. I don't think it'll be ugly. It'll just be in the way. This might actually be too tall as it is anyway. But we'll see how it goes. Is it this kind of pillar or is it this kind of pillar? Oh, it's gonna be whichever one that can go on the edge, right? No, they haven't cheated, have they? Those mother... Have they built something which can't be built? No, I think they have not done that. I swear to God. No way. They have... Oh. Yeah. They've cheated. Exactly that, DJX. Because we can't merge the pillars and the walls. Okay, they better bloody be adding it. I can't... The cheek of them to bloody do that and then we can't even do it in our own builds. Sons of bitches. We can do it like this, right? We can do it like this. It can be open for now until they fix it, maybe. Because I think the inside... I think the part of it is kind of cool from the outside, I think. Because it looks like it's holding it up, is my thing. If we then just do the roof here... Oh, it looks kind of higher than... maybe this will work. Maybe this will work. Maybe it won't work. We'll see. Like that. And then that. And here. And here. Make the whole thing... Oh, no, no. We don't... I don't think we need to make the whole thing flat, actually. I don't actually think I need to do that. Because it actually ends up using a part like this. Which then stops it being super flat to my head as well. Which makes us being able to do this as well, doing the pillars this way, which is kind of cool. And then we can add this one here. And add them all across here like that. And they've just got a nice little tippy top bit at the top here. There we go. That's kind of cool, maybe. Maybe not cool when we go down and see. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's kind of frustrating that we can't do the thing we want to do here. But if they're going to add it in, it doesn't make me feel too bad. It's annoying. It's annoying. Because if they were in the inside corner... Actually, that's not bad. Actually, that's not a bad shout. Let's have a look what this looks like. Because that actually might be a decent shout from you there, DGX. We can always change it later on in the game if they like. Oh, God. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. That's exactly my plan. Definitely meant to do that one. Yeah, that was meant to happen. Okay. Oh. That's why that game doesn't work. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that. Add a floor onto the, like that. Basically. It makes it less pretty in the inside, but it makes it actually workable, which sounds crazy. There we go. And then... Oh, dear. What a mare, this whole building thing. It's not bad. I think the building system overall is really good, to be fair. It's just like some bits are a bit... But, you know. They just need to start fixing some of these things quick. Huh? Okay. Okay. This might be better. Didn't want to do that, but that's fine. You know what? This might be better. This might be how it should be. Here's what it looks like arse from the side. It's not bad. Okay, and I think if it had a flag to it, a couple flags on it, actually I could probably place them down. It could be really cool. Oh. It's literally about to get out there. I think flags could make this look really, really sick. Where the hell are they? Wall decor. Oh, it's wall decor. Yeah. So. Make me like creative mode. Okay, I've got an idea, I think. Kind of actually worked. Kind of actually worked. Let's try and do the same on this side as well. I think we were kind of just away with that. You can get away with one. I probably could. I probably could. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know now. I'm like kind of thinking that too could be kind of a nice look to it. You know what? We could either do that. Okay. We could either do that or hit. Oh god, I'm really. Or the strat is we remove this. For example, like let's just test it out with this wall here, okay? And then we put in This will. Because it's obviously like banners, right? This could be a shout. That could be a better shout. Scaffolding to place them. Yeah, I probably could have done that. Ooh. Now I'm thinking that green's a bit better than the plain. I'm thinking we go green on all sides, you know, and get rid of the flags. What are your thoughts on that, DJX? Can we get green on all the sides, maybe? Oh God, Jesus Christ! I think it could be a shout. I think it could be a shout. Yeah, let's try it. I think it's just going to look generally better. Can we get it from here? I think this is going to look way better. It just gives it a bit more character, I think, as well. I think it looks nice as it is anyway, but generally I think it's just going to give it a bit more character to it. I don't really care about the inside of it because, again, I'll have such a big base. It's more of just for the looks, right? The aesthetic. I don't hate that the... Is it the green or is it the... That's so tricky. Actually, I'm not even sure. I kind of like how it is for now, you know. Maybe green on the two sides where there isn't any, and then those two for the sides that there is. I don't hate that, yeah. Okay. Let's keep it like... You know what? Let's keep it like that for now. Let's keep it like that for now. This has obviously got to, like, just change real quick, because, like, this isn't going to be here. This can't be here, basically. Let's go all the way down with this. And the same thing here as well. And we're just going to have to bring this down here as well. I can't even see what... Okay, it's these rectangle bits here. And then this needs to go. I'm like so scared every time I do that. It's gonna like break the whole thing. Is it that way? Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Oh, what is this? Ah, thank you. Thank you. Leap suspense. I thought for some reason I thought I had the full suspense belt on. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, you're a legend. Thank you. Also, love your color armor. That is very cool. It's a very nice color. I think that's definitely one of my favorite colors in the game. I think this dark blue and that blue is very nice. Very nice colors. And they're the favorite swatches of the game. Oh. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't demolish everything I've built. There we go. We're okay. And we're going to have to demolish that and that. So, it's honestly so scary doing that because I'm like, is it going to fall apart? Is everything about to fall apart completely? It's actually so terrifying. Okay. Cool. 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 Nice. Feels a bit more like it's meant to be there now. And that can kind of demolish for now. Cool. Base is still standing. That's a result. That's a result. You know what? Because it's kind of on these foundations, it kind of gives it that extra height to it as it is anyway, I think. Oh, what a legend. Full suspense belt is actually what I was thinking of. I was like, I need creative mode. I was thinking I had full suspense belt. I was like, full suspense belt is kind of sucky, actually. I was like, this does not do what I want it to do at all. Okay, so we can't go off this side. So I know there's a bit of a weird angle. That is the thing with this. Oh, I knew I was going to start doing that. Okay. You know what we're going to do? We're going to actually do this real quick. Oh, God. Favorites, is there a... Did I put thingy in favorites? This is fine, yep. Okay, I'm going to chuck this in here. There we go, that's a bit easier. Oh. What? Who got refrained from posting a link? Hopefully not DGX. Oh, they did a... They did the thing on the... I didn't realise that they actually did... I don't know if that works on here, does it? They did these bits. Oh, it does. Ooh. Let's add it. This might be a shout, actually. Oh no, it wasn't. It was someone else who got told off for thingy. That's not bad, you know. That is not bad. I think that's kind of cool. That's kind of funky, actually. It's a new way of doing it. It's a new way of doing it. Not exactly what I had in mind, but it kind of works. Okay, so like I said, let's go down here. And the thing is, these buildings are going to be more like... I don't know. They're going to be more like separated, I guess. It's probably the word to say it. Well, not separated, conjoined, but like... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So let's just have a little look and see what it would exactly be like if we had that kind of walkway going. It depends where we want it as well. Obviously. I mean, that is literally, obviously. Maybe there? Is that not too shabby? I don't know. I feel like it feels weird. Like it almost goes out and then it goes across. So maybe it goes in like that, maybe? That looks kind of still strange. I kind of want this to be... I don't know how I want this to look. I just kind of want it to be similar to how it is there. Maybe it just means adding this again here. And then it's actually adding this in. But that's way... Okay, so it just needs to be further out, I think. So if it was like... I don't want to place that down there. If it was... This... In... Even... No, that's not right. I don't know if I can get this, like, properly right. I don't think I can. I don't know if it's possible to get this correct. Just because of, like, the way the angles are and stuff. Is it that? Even that's not right as well. I don't know how this is supposed to be. I just kind of want it jutting out in this. But maybe because we go to this, we can't. Let's break this a sec. Let's get an idea. If we had something like... I don't want to actually have this here, right? But I just want to... Yeah, so it's what's throwing it off is the triangles in a sense. So we then want it to kind of go maybe in there, out. Even that's not going to be even enough space for it. It would have to be along again, I think. So it was like in there. There. Like. It's tricky, it's tricky. Here? There? Does that seem right? I think so. But then is this going to be... Again, is this actually going to be enough, though? So if this is normal... I feel like this is not going to be enough still. No. Ah. We're not going to have it exactly... It's going to have to be in a different position. Which I think we knew was going to kind of have to happen. It wasn't going to be exactly the way we wanted it to be, I think. Or, do we even have another one? Do we then have this go off? Is that a better shout, maybe? This is actually then just brings it to the... A bit more to the base. But then, do I feel like the pillar should be this side instead? You know, we could add a pillar this side, and then we could just kind of see what we like more, maybe? Let me kind of go off this roughly. Very, very roughly. Because, I mean, we're not going to get that in there, but... It would have to be, like, literally have to be here. Not even there. To fit in the whole thing, it actually needs to be pretty massive. I mean, that one doesn't even fit in there, actually, to be fair, surprisingly enough. So it'd actually have to kind of be from here, in a sense, because I don't think it could go, unless it could go there, but it has to be one of these ones. It might, oh, actually, if we got some floor to this, let me get some water real quick. But if we had... if we had it like... We are going right down now, but... If we... You know what? You know what? We need to break this. This would need to be here. That's kind of might just kind of work. Maybe? We'll have a play around and see if we actually want it there or not, but that's actually kind of crazy. That actually has potential of working. Wow. That's then a second pillar here. I mean, you know what? Let's give it some walls, right? Let's give it these walls for now. Let's give it a doorway. Might as well. What is it? 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, that's so useful, actually. Yeah, it's really good. Another one high. Nice. I'm surprised we've not used out all of the plastone actually for today. I'm very shocked. I'm very shocked. I did say this stream was, I think, was going to be an hour and a half, but I kind of just getting an addicting building mood when I'm playing Dune. So, although I have got work tomorrow, so probably should come off at some point soon. It's fine. We'll see if we can finish this tower, and then we'll have a little look what it looks like, and we'll have a little bit more of an idea of what we want the base to look like, I reckon. Cool. Sweet. No. No. No! No, you can't. What is the actual game? That is not in the land claim. That could be the biggest joke I've ever seen. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever that that's in the land claim. That is dumb. So you telling me if I had this as a structure, this would... It's going to ruin the inside of it. It's going to ruin the inside of it. Can I actually do anything? Because if I can't do anything, then it's almost pointless doing this. I can't do anything. Okay. That's actually really annoying. That's fine. Doesn't matter too much. This pillar would almost be perfect if I could build that, but I can't build that. So I'm always thinking this should then be, it then goes down. And I mean that in the sense of this is then all buildable. This whole area is then buildable. That's kind of a shame, I think. I think that's stupid, and it's a bit of a shame as well at the same time. That's really dumb. Right. Break all that. Is this even where I want it, to be fair? Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not horrendous. This, however, might be too much. Yes, this should realistically be this, and that should be there. Because this is too far. And all of that is kind of too far as well, to be fair. It's a shame. It could have worked. It could have worked. It absolutely could have worked, but it hasn't, so... It's gotta go. It's gotta go. Okay, let's bring this down here. Yep. And let's collect some of this stuff. Okay. Yeah, so let's keep it to this pillar. Nope. Yep. Already messed it up. Oh, why? Just the way these kind of link off as well. It's strange. That has to be like a... That has to be this. Just some of them can't... Like, they just don't fit properly. I don't know what it is as well. It just doesn't seem to work properly. It's a really set way it's got to be. Otherwise, it's so strange. I almost want this to pop out here. Because this bit would be kind of wasted, I think. It doesn't have to be there as well. Yeah, I don't hate that. And then this is here. That's not bad, you know. And I think this should actually be flat. Doesn't have to follow the actual exact way. But I think this is quite a nice curve. I think this is not too bad curving around there. I think this could be a way down. If we had a roof here. And if we had another one here. Is that bad? Obviously this will be inside. I don't think that's that bad. I think this can work. I think this can work, seriously. Yeah. I think this could be a shout, you know? This could be kind of interesting if we had... We could have some stuff going down there. We could work that out later. I think from where we're at right now, we're going to probably call it here. Let's maybe tidy up some of this stuff a little bit as well. And just have some walls in place. Just make it feel a bit better. I think this can go down. I think there could be a pillar up there. Just to make it feel a bit official. Or more official. I think that goes there. I think we do a roof in there. Or, you know, actually, I think we maybe do a foundation in that. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That's a shout. Okay, and then this needs to be... Let's get rid of this ugly ass thing. How is that working? This like this, and there, and if I can get the angle of it, there we go. Okay. And it's going to need to be the same here as well, which needs to be there, and then that can breach out to here. Oh, there. Then that can be there. Perfect. And this can probably have to be in there somewhere. Let's get rid of this. Just because it's like distracting us on the side. Oh, bless me. Yeah, I want this to be kind of in there. But I'm not sure if it will work. Let's get this sorted actually, real quick. There we go. not bad. That works. That works for what I wanted to do. And then if we just delete these. I would ideally, like, that's the only spot I'd like to put something in there. Not there, please. I just don't think it's going to let me do anything. Okay. I think that's probably where we're going to get up to today, guys. We have done quite a bit of work. Quite a bit of stuff has happened. I think this is probably how we're looking like right now. Shall I just add these on real quick? I don't think it would hurt to do this. Add this up here. Add this there, this there. This could maybe be inside, this could maybe be outside. We'll work that out, I think, in the next stream or the next video or whatever we decide to do. Because I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. But do I like how it looks right now? I think so. Oh, that's actually going to stress me out. I keep seeing little minor things. And I'm like, oh, that's annoying. There we go. There we go. Okay. I think that's not actually that bad. Oh, that's annoying. I think the shape's okay. This does seem maybe a bit jagged, but you know what? Maybe that's just gonna how it's be. Maybe that's how it be. Yeah, I don't hate this at all. I don't hate this at all. Maybe that will be an inside bit. Maybe that'll be an outside bit. I think it's probably gonna have to be an inside bit to make it look cool. Like, it can only be like 2 floors up or something. We don't want it super high, but 2 floors up will look quite nice. This could be maybe four walls up or something. Just a bit smaller than that. We could then do like a rooftop bit on that section as well, maybe. Really building into this place, I think it's looking nice, to be fair. It's looking really cool. I think overall this base is looking sick. It needs work, and we're giving it work. We're giving it work slowly, bit by bit. We're getting there. I think it will look nice. I think it will look proper solid, actually. We'll try and do the thing that Goofy was mentioning about the pillars, or we might have to wait for him to come on or something. We'll work it out, some between me and him. Yeah, I think this little gap bit's a bit annoying right now. I don't think we're really going to be able to do much, though. Probably not really. You know what? It kind of makes use of the space, you know. That kind of does. If only we had something that could kind of fit in this like gap to actually make it proper flooring would be kind of ideal, but I don't think we can. Hmm? For some reason that fits in there. And that fits in there. That fits there. I think it's going to be blocked off anyway, though. Yeah. That's almost annoying that it fits in there, but we can't do another bit. Ah, that's really Really a pain in the ass. What else could we put there to fit in the gap? Nothing, I don't think. I don't even know why they want to work in that spot, but nothing else does as well. That is very strange. You know what? This seems a bit of a crazy thing to do. But I actually think this might kind of work in like a very strange kind of way. Like, if we just have a little look at it from the outside, it might kind of just work. Just to fill that gap between it, to have those pillars in there, I think it looks better than the gap, you know. I don't mind that. I don't actually mind that. That might be a crazy take on that, but that actually might be okay. I think we can expand down here a little bit on the edge here. We can expand down here a little bit. I don't know if we want another section going down. We could maybe do that. But I think we can start building up this bit down below now. I think it's a nice little spot. I don't know what I'd use it for, is another question. There's another question, indeed, but it's kind of a cool spot. And I think really taking over this pillar is just starting to look awesome. Whether we end up having stuff around the front as well, I don't know. We might not be able to fit too much around there. I don't think we got too much of a gap there, but I think it's looking nice. To be fair, from a view, I think that's looking not... We are kind of a bit delirious. We've not got any water at all. That's fine. We'll enter the base. Let me enter the base, because this is literally making my head hurt with how blurry this whole thing is. Let me enter this real quick. Nab some water. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now... I think the base is looking cool. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Obviously, Goofy's done an amazing job up here, I think. I think it's looking really nice. Maybe we just add some of the corner bits here as well to this, actually. I don't know if I was planning to do more stuff on this side, but I don't know how much space do we have on this side, actually. We have like a little small bit of space. I'm not sure what his plan is right now for now, but I'm just going to block this off. Just for now. Just for now. But I'm really liking this. I'm really liking this. You've got the nice little entrance bit here. You've got a nice little bridge. You've got the towers there. You've got this bit which goes all the way down, which is quite nice. All the way down, so you've got the little entry point there at the base as well. It just looks sick. You've got this bit. I think if this comes out more, even if that overhangs a little bit, just having another spot, maybe that like a little triangle that kind of, you know, points outwards so I can land the ornithopter on might be kind of cool. I think this is looking nice from this side as well, actually. I think that's looking cool. Along here, I reckon this bit goes down again. We've got so much space to go. I think we can make a little section here. I don't know what it will be, but I think we can make use of it as well. There's quite a lot of space to be used down there. I know he said about the circular pillars going down as well, but I think that's a pretty sick pillar base when that's finished as well, and when this is a bit done. I think this could be absolutely awesome. Very, very cool indeed. Looks beautiful. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's mainly Goofy, to be fair. But I appreciate the little help you gave me as well to improve the bottom bit, which eventually will look cool. Eventually will look better than it looks right now, I think. Let me see if I can move this, because this is... It's kind of annoying to be here. If I just move this here. Don't climb. There we go. Just move it inside, maybe. Let's just move it there for now. There we go. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. Okay, cool. A lot of work to be done. I think it already looks much better. I think the below bit. I mean, there is something now to it. You've got another little tower down there, which I think is a nice little lookout point from here. Actually, I quite like the look of it, actually, from here. Could you actually... This is disgusting. Oh my god, you probably could. If anyone's on that, that's actually quite a good lookout view. That's actually quite a good... I think we do have it in there. That's actually kind of cool. I feel like they're not going to render in just up there, but that's kind of sick, to be fair, that you've got the lookout onto this little ledge bit here. I do like this. I do like this a lot. We just need to add like a proper way to get up and down there, but that's cool. I liking that. And then we just need to do the little houses down there and make that look fancy and decent. And then we got a pretty awesome base. Yeah. Okay, wow. I think that was a little bit longer than I was expecting. I think I was going to stream for about an hour and a half. Streamed for 2 hours and 8 minutes, but kind of got addicted to that base building. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed the stream. We will be back streaming again tomorrow, playing some Outlast 2, I think we were playing, which we haven't returned to for a little while. So that's what we'll be continuing. Outlast 2 with a heartbeat monitor, and then we'll be playing probably hopefully finishing Get to Work on the Friday as well. So that should be good fun. But yeah, we're back. We hopefully will have maybe I don't want to say 2 YouTube videos up this week. I want to say maybe 1, but we're still trying to get everything back up and moving again. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed the stream, and I will catch you in the stream tomorrow. I won't be streaming over the weekend. I don't normally stream over the weekend, but I'll be busy playing Dune and sorting out the Dune Guild. So, stuff has to happen while we're not streaming as well. So, those are the bits I'm going to do. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.